Hey everyone, it's Jessica Mendoza. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Our starting pitcher in this one, Michael McGreevy. What do you have on him, Chris? All right, ready to go here. Here's Francisco Lindor. And we are underway in game one of the series. Now the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Juan Soto now. In the dirt. Here's your one.
Inside, ball one.
Lindor gets his lead at first. Nobody out. No question about this one. It's out of here. Juan Soto with a rocket. His first homer of the year. And the Mets on the board first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in game one of this 3-game set. This one in the air right field. One away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Marcus Semien. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. And that one is lifted in the air. Nootbaar settles under this one. That's out number 2.
Batting 6, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He swings and fouls one off.
curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in St. Louis and taking the ball for the Mets, Clay Holmes. What do you look for here? Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit.
Number 21. Lars Nootbaar.
Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 2. And that skips in the dirt. On the inside corner for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Batting second, first baseman, Alex.
Here's a Cardinals lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Next to hit, Alec Burleson. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That misses. 1-2 to count.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, Simeon. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Marcus Simeon. To the right side, Sajazi. Got him on the off-balance throw. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera. In the air, right field, Walker under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
And now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. On the ground, Sajazi. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. And a base hit into left field. That'll play. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Mets.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Fouled off left side. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. Nicely done. They get out of the jam. 2 left for the Mets, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Gorman bats left, throws right, batting in the cleanup spot. And this season he's hitting over .330. Not close with that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Way out front for strike 2.
These guys look to be pressing at the plate a bit. They're swinging at pitches that are clearly balls, just trying to make something happen. The best approach is that relaxed approach.
Right through there, got him. 1 down. I don't know about you, Chris, but that felt like a weird at bat right there. Didn't give much to hit until the final pitch, and he still got the backwards K.
Yeah, not a single pitch was actually inside the strike zone, but he was being very aggressive in the box and fell behind in the count. Then they finally do challenge him, and he couldn't get the bat off his shoulder. Kind of a strange strikeout for sure, Boog.
Now at the plate, Pedro Pajes. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Nope, that's foul.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Mason Wynn at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Slider misses outside. him out looking. And he strikes out the side here in the second. After two. Back here at Busch Stadium, top half of the third inning, Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. Ripped, but it curls foul. And a swing and a miss. That one missed.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
This one in the air right field, and he can't make the play. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's one of those errors you make as an outfielder where you just can't believe it. You want to crawl into the grass. Every outfielder at some point muffs an easy one like that, but it feels like one of the most embarrassing things you can do. Hey, we all caught pop-ups in Little League. Nothing particularly difficult about that one. He just didn't see it all the way and put the squeeze on it. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Bichette on at first, nobody out. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Here's the 0-2. Hit hard, base hit. Next is the designated hitter, Brett Beatty. Fly to left his first time. In the air, left field. Fair ball. One run is in. Polanco coming around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and they're up by 4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
Man at second. And he chases that one below the zone. Got him looking. One gone here. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here is Marcus Semien. Grounded out his first time up.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
On the ground to third. There's one.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
Here's Luis Robert. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Pitch gets away. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Thomas Sajazi now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The 0-1. This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Jordan.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there.
No,
And a
that's
foul
foul.
ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Robert hustles it back in. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Nootbaar in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. Maybe a 2-ball, 5. They get the tag on him. Over to first,
No,
but he
he's in
beats
there.
it.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman, Alex Burleson.
Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Burleson. Going 1. First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. So the Cards strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And there's 1 down. Tyrone Taylor, the next to hit.
Right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, 1 down. This to third. Throws to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The Mets, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So the lineup flips over. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 2 for 2. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey!
1-1.
Ball in.
Struck him out swinging. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nothing doing for the bottom of the 4th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Ivan Herrera. And that misses.
That's inside.
And that's ball 1. Swings through that one. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that's a strikeout looking. Strikeout number 8.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Gorman. His first at bat was a strikeout.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
In the air, left field. Touches down, that's a hit. And he'll pull into second safely.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Pajes swings through it for strike 1. Yo, 1. And that's a strike. In the dirt. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him swinging. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Up next for the Cardinals, the
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Squirts away a little bit. The 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder, Victor Scott II.
First and second, 2 outs. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And a big swing and a miss.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. There's a swing and a miss. Lifted in the air, right center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's the third baseman, Bo Bichette. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Line drive, base hit, right field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Jorge Polanco will hit next.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
The Mets trying to break this one open. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two on, 1 out. And this one squirts away from the catcher. But all the runners hold.
Up next to the net, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And the strike call will stand. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 on, 2 outs. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. And that's a strikeout looking. 2 left for the Mets, but they're in front 4-0. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi.
You know, these Cardinals being a little too patient at the plate in this game. I'm surprised with all the strikeouts we've seen from them. Sometimes you get fooled up there, but it's just happening too often right now.
That clips the zone, and the count 1-2.
I mean, they're getting hittable pitches. That's why they're called strikes. But going back to the dugout, knowing you could have done something with what you got is frustrating for hitters.
Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
For the Cardinals, right field.
Well, man at first. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker.
That's outside. Ball 2.
The Mets leading by 4, last half of inning number 5.
Ball
That
3.
one misses. That's 5 straight. Swing and a miss. So a walk puts runners at first and second. Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar. Hit on the ground might be 2. Simeon to second, on to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And up next for St. Louis, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
2 outs, runner at first. Ivan Herrera digs in now. Herrera in his 3rd season, 25 years old, and he was born in Panama.
Ball. Ball 2.
Burleson, the runner at first with 2 gone.
That's ball 3.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. In there at the knees, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
So the call will stand. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Payoff pitch. And he chases that one. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. And now here is Marcus Simeon. A little out front there as he swings through it. And that one up and in. Look out. The 1-1.
Hey!
And that's a
Ball.
little high. Battling here as he fouls it away. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
This one in the air center field. Scott has a beat on it, and there's 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Out to center. Scott settles underneath it, and that is that. Down in order go the Mets as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back here at Busch Stadium. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now.
Ball, that's in. Hey!
Caught him looking for the K.
Up next for the Cardinals, catcher Pedro.
And now Pedro Pajes. That one fouled off. The Cardinals trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Out to short. The throw to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Mason.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. A.J. Minter taking over on the mound. This is his first appearance of the season. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
2 down, nobody on. And that's
Ball,
downstairs. And that's ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
In the air, center field. And that will end the inning. Redbirds down quietly, and they trail it 4-1. Top of inning number 7. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. And that one ripped to left. Nuke ball takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Here's Juan Soto, and it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Foul ball there. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a man aboard. And he'll reach second with one away.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And up next for New York, Bo Bichette. Can't make contact with the sweeper. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming around third is Soto. Run comes in from second.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now Jorge Polanco. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike one. Polanco wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And the strike call will stand. So that removes their last challenge. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air to left center. Scott gets under it. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Here comes the throw.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Brett Beatty.
And next for New York, Brett Beatty. Just missed. Two outs and one in scoring position. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch way upstairs. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Payoff pitch. Swings through it for the K. They limit the damage here. They get a run. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Scott leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Look out. Almost got him upstairs.
That's a ball.
This one in the air center field. Robert in position. He's got it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So digging in, Thomas Sajazi. And foul ball. The Mets leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 2. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Walker at the plate now as he chases after that one. Ball 1 there. Next pitch in for a strike. At a count 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. Goes down looking. And down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 5-1. Back here in St. Louis, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Here comes the manager out of the
For the Cardinals, number 35, Richard.
Here's a 2-1. Upstairs. On the ground, right side. Throw short, hops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that.
Safe at first as they can't make the play.
It's just been a disaster for them defensively in this one. You know, you're going to have games where you make an error or two, but 4, just not acceptable at this level. It makes winning the ball game extremely tough when you give that other team extra outs. And I'm sure this coaching staff is grinding their teeth watching them play such a sloppy baseball game right now.